Welcome to a video cast from the Washington State Auditor's Office. The mission of the Auditor's Office is to hold governments accountable for the use of public resources. As part of that mission, the office released a report looking into transparency of financial filing by local governments.
This special report is part of the State Auditor's Office ongoing effort to promote transparency and accountability in local government. The problem is that not all local governments submit the required annual reports on time or even at all. In fact, a third of the local governments have not submitted the annual reports as required. One of the key consequences of local governments not filing is that we have approximately $2.2 million of public funds that have gone unaudited.
Well, first, it's required. It's a statutory requirement, and I think the general public expects government to follow statute. By not filing, I think it impairs their trust and confidence in what government's doing. Secondly, a lot of outside entities use this information to make decisions.
So the preponderance of local governments that are not filing the annual reports as required are fire districts, water districts, drainage districts. They're the small local governments that are, again, there's no real staff that operate them, or there are very few staff that are available to operate them. So in our report we have a map of the state, and it identifies every county and how many local governments in each county did not file the annual reports as required. And every county has a listing of local governments that did not. So it does identify it's a statewide problem. However, as Dwayne mentioned, it is pretty predominantly on the I-5 corridor, with King County, Pierce, Snohomish, and I think Lewis were some of the counties with the highest number. So there is definitely a systemic problem statewide.
When you look at particular government types, the fire districts are at the top. There's roughly 400 of them, and 48 of them I think are on our list, which surprises me because we've done a lot of outreach to fire districts. We do specific training for fire districts. So again, it comes down to why aren't they filing? And I think that is the question that we really are trying to focus in on and reach out to them. So part of the goal of this report is to show who actually reads the data.
So State Auditor Troy Kelly has definitely dedicated additional resources from our office for this, to get additional training and education of the local government so that they're familiar with their annual reporting requirements and they can understand that it's not something that they can't overcome. Again, this report is part of the State Auditor's Office ongoing effort to assist the local governments to promote their accountability and transparency. And so this past year, Dwayne was part of a huge effort in which the State Auditor's Office went out and did a lot of training and education. And so do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is the exciting part of my job, where we actually get to help a lot of these small governments, like we described, the volunteers, no computers, very little expertise in using computers at all. We got to travel all over the state, and we did, I'd say, 40+ free trainings in every single county in the state of Washington, and we made it free, and we had over 600 governments sign up for these particular classes.
To see the complete report and our other reports, please visit us at www.sao.wa.gov.